Amid the vast silence of the universe, Earth still hums with the melody of its mysteries. Every mountain carries a story carved over millions of years, and there are tiny villages where people continue to live in harmony with the gentle rhythm of nature. In today's journey, you won't just pass through new places. You'll feel that spark of adventure rising in your chest. Listen to the call from places you've never seen before. Take a single step and let this planet etch its story deep into your soul. Cappadocia is a fairy tale landscape in the heart of Turkey, a place that has stirred countless hearts with scenery so surreal it feels pulled straight from an ancient legend. It's famous not only for its cone-shaped rock formations, known as fairy chimneys, but also for the colorful hot air balloons drifting across the sky, creating a scene that feels almost dreamlike. Shaped over millions of years of geological activity, this region is filled with valleys stretching for miles and mushroom-shaped rock pillars that rise more than 30 feet high. And when the sun rises, the entire landscape glows with a soft, golden light that spreads across every corner. Beyond the scenery, Cappadocia is home to an ancient network of caves that once sheltered prehistoric people. It later became an early Christian center, filled with churches carved directly into the stone, decorated with murals that carry deep cultural and spiritual meaning. Local culture here is a blend of Turkish tradition and the refined influences of the Silk Road, reflected in regional wines made from native grapes. And even with its dry climate, the land still supports a precious ecosystem of rabbits, foxes, and pigeons, animals closely tied to its old agricultural life. And if you ever stop here, spending a night inside one of the region's unique cave hotels is an experience you'll remember forever. The chocolate hills in the Philippines are truly a natural wonder that leaves everyone amazed. With more than 1,200 cone-shaped hills spread across an area of over 19 square miles, each one stands between 100 and 165 feet tall. During the rainy season, the entire landscape turns a refreshing green. But when the dry season arrives, the hills shift into a deep brown color, looking like beautiful giant chocolate drops. It's a sight that transforms the landscape from simple nature into a true work of art shaped over millions of years. Their formation began with ancient coral reefs that slowly eroded over time, combined with geological activity that eventually sculpted the unique shapes we see today. The Chocolate Hills are now strictly protected as a National Geological Monument. Walking paths and viewing decks allow visitors to admire the scenery while keeping the natural landscape untouched. Because of this, the Chocolate Hills are not only a symbol of nature's beauty, but also a cultural treasure and one of the most important attractions supporting the region's tourism. Mount Everest, the majestic symbol of the Himalayas, is not only the highest peak in the world, rising more than 22,000 feet, but also a place filled with wonders that nature has blessed with extraordinary beauty. When the first rays of sunlight touch the summit, the snow glows with a brilliant pink hue, blending with white clouds and glittering glaciers to create a breathtaking, almost otherworldly scene. Beyond its stunning appearance, Everest carries deep spiritual meaning. Locals respectfully call it the Mother of the Universe, a sacred place where the heavens meet the earth. In 1953, the world watched in awe as explorers Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay became the first to conquer this legendary summit. Since then, Everest has stood as a symbol of humanity's drive to push toward its final limits. What's remarkable is that the mountain continues to rise by a few millimeters each year due to ongoing geological activity. As you descend to lower elevations, the scenery turns softer and more poetic, with bright red rhododendron forests where snow leopards hide in the cold and Himalayan eagles glide effortlessly through the sky. All of this makes Everest not only a destination for adventurers, but also a place that holds extraordinary stories of courage and the human spirit's desire to challenge the natural world. Our journey takes us to the Americas, where Angel Falls stands as a wonder that leaves anyone who sees it in absolute awe. towering at more than 2,950 feet, with one uninterrupted drop of nearly 2,720 feet. It's known as the tallest non-stop waterfall in the world. During the rainy season, the water crashes down like a white ribbon pouring straight from the sky, echoing through the mountains like the roar of untamed nature. But in the dry season, the falls soften, revealing the massive rock walls behind them, creating a beauty that's both powerful and serene. Its indigenous name, Karapakupai Meru, meaning waterfall of the deepest place, reflects the beliefs and deep cultural ties the local people have with the land. And it's not just the waterfall. The surrounding forest is an ecological treasure. You'll find birds like the harpy eagle, the largest bird of prey in South America, and flocks of brightly colored macaws gliding across the canopy. Every ancient tree, every vine, every layer of thick ferns is sustained by the cool mist rising from the base of the falls, creating a landscape that's as majestic as it is mysterious. Located on Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, Chichén Itzá was once the shining center of the ancient Maya civilization. Its most iconic structure is the El Castillo Pyramid, standing nearly 98 feet tall and featuring 365 steps, one for each day of a full year. But that's not all. Chichén Itzá also boasts the largest known ancient ball court, where mysterious rituals related to life and death once took place, playing a sacred role in Maya spiritual life. We also can't forget the deep natural sinkholes, where clear waters hide stories of sacred offerings, adding an indescribable aura of mystery to the entire site. From the 7th to the 13th century, Chichén Itzá flourished as a harmonious blend of Maya and Toltec culture. Among its remarkable features, the circular observatory stands as a testament to the advanced astronomical knowledge of the ancient people. Surrounding the ruins is a dense tropical forest where rare jaguars and colorful toucans often appear, enhancing the wild and vibrant beauty of the area. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, Chichén Itzá is like a doorway to a golden past, preserving the timeless values of a great civilization. Mount Vesuvius, rising nearly 4,200 feet, is not only iconic for its height, but also for its remarkable location, just 6 miles from a major city. This makes it the only active volcano in mainland Europe, a fact that has fascinated explorers and tourists for centuries. Its massive crater, stretching 1,600 feet across and plunging deep into the earth, continuously emits wisps of white smoke, creating a dramatic, almost mystical scene. Vesuvius is famously remembered for the catastrophic eruption in 79 AD, which buried the Roman cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum under layers of ash. Today, the area preserves priceless historical ruins, giving visitors a vivid glimpse into life in the ancient Roman world. The land surrounding the volcano is exceptionally fertile, enriched by volcanic ash. This has allowed locals to cultivate vineyards, producing world-renowned wines that add cultural and economic richness to the region. From the summit, you can gaze out over the sparkling coastline and the vast sunlit Mediterranean, while the slopes below sustain a unique ecosystem. Bright yellow broom shrubs bloom alongside soaring hawks, forming a landscape that is as vibrant as it is serene. If there's a place that's both towering and poetic, it's the cliffs of Maher, a world-famous wonder along the edge of the Atlantic Ocean. Here, massive stone walls rise nearly 650 feet high and stretch for more than 9 miles, revealing a breathtaking view that can silence anyone who stands before it. Ocean waves crash endlessly against the base of the cliffs, sending up bursts of white foam, while rolling green fields above sway in the sea breeze, creating a scene that feels alive, yet mysteriously calm as sunset paints the horizon. At the top stands a 19th century tower, still sturdy and unshaken, like a silent guardian watching time drift by. The cliffs of Moher aren't just known for their raw beauty. They're deeply tied to Ireland's cultural history and are considered sacred in old Celtic belief, wrapped in legends of mythical sea creatures and strange ocean spirits. The soulful sound of Irish folk music isn't just art here, it's the heartbeat of an entire culture. And surrounding it all is a thriving natural world, with thousands of seabirds soaring overhead, while below the clear waters dolphins and seals glide along peacefully. It's a landscape that feels both vast and incredibly close to the human spirit. Heading west in the Americas, about 30 miles from Mexico City, Teotihuacan rises as a legendary mark of an ancient civilization. Once a thriving city with over 120,000 inhabitants, Teotihuacan is most famous for the Pyramid of the Sun, standing over 197 feet tall, the largest structure in the area. The Avenue of the Dead, stretching more than 0.6 miles, connects these majestic buildings, creating a layout that is strikingly symmetrical. Situated in a valley over 7,500 feet above sea level, the site combines a rugged and majestic landscape with fields of cacti stretching beneath a vast blue sky. Established in the 2nd century BCE, Teotihuacan was a central hub of culture and religion, with sacred ceremonies honoring the gods. Although mysteriously abandoned in the 7th century CE, the Aztecs later believed it to be the birthplace of the gods. Today, the ecosystem remains largely untouched, with wild rabbits, soaring hawks, and scattered cacti dotting the valley. The combination of history, culture, and spectacular natural scenery has earned Teotihuacan UNESCO World Heritage status since 1987, making it a captivating destination for anyone drawn to the mysteries of the past. Heading south, Table Mountain in South Africa rises as a symbol of nature's grandeur. Its flat summit stretches over 1.2 miles and juts out toward the deep blue waters of the Atlantic Ocean. From an elevation of more than 3,280 feet, the view extends all the way to the horizon. Especially at sunset, the sky glows with brilliant shades of orange, while wisps of mist drift silently across the peak like white silk wrapping the mountain. A fascinating feature is the rotating cable car that carries visitors from the base to the summit, revealing a complete panorama, from towering granite cliffs to lush forests and endless grasslands. Beyond tourism, Table Mountain has been a sacred site in the hearts of local communities for thousands of years. They believe it's connected to ancient legends of gods and the breath of the ocean. The mountain is also home to a rare ecosystem, with vibrant fynbos plants and eagles soaring across the sky. Formed from sandstone over 600 million years ago, Table Mountain stands not only as a natural icon, but also as a timeless source of cultural inspiration. The Philippine Rice Terraces, an incredible masterpiece shaped by nature and the steady hands of generations, stand as living proof of the power of time and culture. Located on the island of Luzon, thousands of feet above sea level, these ancient terraces have existed for more than 2,000 years, built entirely by human labor without any machinery. During harvest season, the entire mountainside glows with a shimmering golden hue, cutting through the soft morning mist and creating a scene that feels both mystical and poetic. Beyond their visual beauty, the terraces hold a sophisticated irrigation system that channels water from the surrounding forests into each small plot, showcasing the skill and ingenuity of the indigenous people. Even more, the terraces carry deep spiritual meaning and are closely tied to the Ifugo legends, where each step is believed to be a pathway leading toward the heavens. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site in 1995, this region stands out not only for its landscape, but also for its ancient cultural traditions, from rice planting rituals and distinctive thatched roof wooden houses to traditional folk dances. Surrounding it all is a rich tropical rainforest ecosystem home to rare birds, wild monkeys, and fragrant native rice varieties. Together, They form a perfect harmony between nature and humanity. Victoria Falls is one of Africa's most spectacular natural wonders, quietly resting in the remote southern reaches of the continent. The sight alone is breathtaking, as water cascades nearly 377 feet down in a powerful torrent. During the rainy season, the falls awaken with over 2.9 million gallons of water per second, sending up a thick mist rising more than 1,300 feet. When sunlight pierces through, vibrant rainbows appear, like magic suspended above the lush tropical forest. In the dry season, the glossy black basalt rocks gradually emerge, contrasting perfectly with the smooth white water, creating a scene both mystical and mesmerizing. Historically, local communities have revered the falls, considering them sacred and steeped in mysterious legends. In 1855, a British explorer officially named them Victoria Falls. For those seeking a truly unique experience, Devil's Pool sits right at the edge of the falls, where adventurous visitors can swim during the dry season, taking in views of the cascade from an absolutely unparalleled vantage point. Next up is Iguazu Falls, an unmissable destination for anyone exploring the world's natural wonders. Straddling the border between Argentina and Brazil, Iguazu is one of the largest waterfall systems on Earth, stretching nearly 19 miles wide, with the main falls plunging over 260 feet. The sight alone leaves every visitor breathless. Hundreds of liters of water thunder down every second, echoing like a giant awakening, creating a truly spectacular scene. Beyond its sheer size, Iguazu Falls sits amid a lush tropical rainforest, home to over 400 animal species and more than 2,000 types of plants. Among them are rare and vibrant birds like the blue and yellow macaw, their colors dazzling against the greenery. The region receives a high annual rainfall, keeping the ecosystem thriving and verdant year-round. A network of walking trails, nearly 1.2 miles long, allows visitors to explore smaller waterfalls and serene pools, providing an up-close experience of Iguazu's enchanting beauty. Covering more than 3.1 million square miles, the Sahara isn't just the largest hot desert on Earth. It's a massive landscape that spans nearly one-third of the African continent. At first glance, visitors are overwhelmed by towering sand dunes that rise close to 650 feet high, curving like endless golden waves. And in the middle of this harsh, dry world, surprising green oases appear like miraculous gifts of life carved into the desert. Few people realize that millions of years ago, this land was once fertile, filled with rivers and lakes. Today, traces of that ancient era remain buried beneath the sand in the form of fossils that reveal a long-lost ecosystem. The Sahara also played a vital role in old trade routes, where caravans carrying gold and salt traveled across the sea of sand to connect distant cultures. Life here is deeply unique, shaped by the traditions of nomadic communities. Nighttime brings dances around blazing fires, while prehistoric rock paintings tell stories of how humans and nature lived together through thousands of years. In Canada, Torngat National Park sits at the northern tip of the Labrador Peninsula, making it the largest national park in the country's Atlantic region, covering nearly 3,740 square miles. The park is home to some of Canada's tallest peaks, including Mount Convict and Monte Beerville, both rising over 5,250 feet. It's also a sanctuary for rare wildlife, from caribou and black bears to polar bears, red foxes, Arctic foxes, and raptors like peregrine falcons and golden eagles. Scattered deep fjords add a poetic touch to the park's rugged majesty, creating landscapes both breathtaking and serene. For nature lovers and adventure seekers, the Torngat Mountains offer ideal settings for hiking, mountaineering, and kayaking. Established in 2008, the park carries an air of mystery reflected in its Inuktitut name, meaning place of spirits, inspiring awe and appreciation for the extraordinary beauty of the natural world. In the heart of Australia's vast interior, Uluru, the immense red monolith, rises like a legendary wonder in the middle of the desert. Standing at about 141 feet tall, with a circumference of more than 5 miles, Uluru is impressive not just because of its size, but because what we see above ground is only about 1/3 of the entire formation. The rest lies hidden deep beneath the earth, like the buried portion of a massive iceberg rising out of a sea of sand. Formed roughly 550 million years ago, Uluru is the exposed tip of a gigantic geological structure that has quietly existed beneath layers of time for millions of years. From a distance, the rock looks smooth, but up close you can see its sharp grooves, weathered ridges, and natural caves carved by centuries of wind and erosion. Uluru even creates its own microclimate, absorbing and radiating heat in a way that subtly affects the surrounding desert air. Since 2019, climbing Uluru has been completely banned as a sign of respect for the beliefs and cultural traditions of the Ananga people. Today, this sacred site is seen not just as a travel landmark, but as a symbol of harmony between humans and nature, and between the past and the present. Heading to Peru, Rainbow Mountain, also known as Vinicunca, rises dramatically in the Andes at nearly 17,060 feet above sea level. What makes this mountain so extraordinary are the vibrant stripes of color stretching across its slopes, creating a surreal and vivid natural painting. The reds come from iron oxide, the yellows from iron sulfide, and the greens from chlorite, blending together to form a landscape unlike any other. Before 2015, the mountain was covered in thick ice and snow, but climate change has since melted the glaciers, revealing the stunning, colorful terrain beneath. Due to its high altitude and harsh conditions, the plant life here is limited to low grasses like ichu, which are typical of the Andean highlands. Reaching Rainbow Mountain requires a challenging journey, driving long stretches from a major city, followed by hiking along rough, dusty trails, but every step is rewarded by the breathtaking beauty that awaits. Leaving Mexico, our journey takes us to the icy lands of Iceland, home to Thingvellir National Park. Its appeal lies in the perfect harmony of natural beauty and historical significance. Thingvellir is more than just a park. It's where two massive tectonic plates, North America and Eurasia, are slowly drifting apart, though they move only about 0.8 inches each year. Over time, this has carved an incredibly unique rift valley. Another highlight within the park is the Silfur Fissure, where visitors can dive between two continents in crystal-clear waters formed from glacial melt. It's a magical experience few places on Earth can offer. Thingvellir is also home to Ingvallavatn Lake, Iceland's largest freshwater lake, attracting visitors with its peaceful scenery and excellent fishing opportunities in a pristine natural setting. Established in 1930 as Iceland's first national park, Thingvellir was officially recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2004, not only for its unique geology, but also for its profound historical and cultural significance. Hidden in the vast lands of Mexico, Paricutin is an incredibly unique volcano. Not only is it the youngest volcano ever recorded in history, but it also shocked the world when it suddenly appeared in 1943, right in the middle of a lush cornfield. Starting as just a small crack in the ground, it erupted rapidly and within 9 years soared over 1,300 feet before falling silent in 1952. The volcano sits on a high plateau nearly 10,000 feet above sea level, where the landscape is both fierce and majestic. Streams of black lava cover almost 90 square miles, interspersed with scattered cacti and dry grasslands under the deep blue sky. This striking contrast has created a natural scene that leaves an unforgettable impression on anyone who visits. Even more remarkable, Paricutin became a rare phenomenon when scientists were able to observe its full life cycle, from the very first tremor to its final moments of silence, making it a one-of-a-kind natural laboratory. On February 20th, 1943, a local farmer was the first to notice the volcano forming. From that moment, the surrounding community was forced to evacuate in panic as molten lava streamed forward, consuming everything in its path. In the end, only the bell tower of a church remains standing amid the thick black rock, a sacred relic of that historic moment. Continuing our journey, we arrive in Norway's fjords, world famous for their stunning system of narrow inlets, where waters weave between towering cliffs rising over 2,950 feet in natural light. And especially under the northern lights in winter, the water reflects a shimmering glow, creating scenes straight out of a Norse fairy tale. Hundreds of waterfalls cascade down from mountaintops into the fjords, forming powerful streams accompanied by echoes that resonate across the valleys. For generations, locals have adapted to the rugged terrain, building small villages tucked against cliffs or along the water's edge, creating a lifestyle closely intertwined with the untouched wilderness. The fjord ecosystem is equally rich. Whales, seals, and sea eagles frequently appear, painting a vibrant picture across the vast sky and water. In summer, lush pine forests and wildflowers bloom across the mountain slopes, adding bursts of color to the already breathtaking scenery. Visitors to the fjords don't just witness majestic views, they can explore winding inlets by boat, hike along scenic trails, and end the day with freshly caught seafood like salmon and crab. All these experiences combine to make Norway's fjords an unforgettable destination for any explorer. Leaving Africa behind, let's journey to Rio de Janeiro, the shining gem of Brazil along the Atlantic coast. Long known as the Marvelous City, Rio captivates not only with its breathtaking natural scenery, but also with a vibrant culture unlike anywhere else. Endless stretches of white sandy beaches meet towering mountains over 2,300 feet high, blanketed in lush rainforest, creating a landscape both poetic and majestic. Atop one of these peaks stands the colossal Christ the Redeemer statue, arms outstretched as if embracing the city, a sacred symbol cherished by locals. Rio isn't just famous for its scenery. The city comes alive with its world-renowned, colorful carnival, the largest of its kind. The infectious rhythms of samba and the fiery dances fill the streets, transforming the city into a non-stop celebration of joy. Having served as Brazil's capital for nearly 2 centuries, Rio also preserves numerous Portuguese-influenced buildings, seamlessly blending with indigenous culture and African heritage. The locals are famously friendly, always smiling and ready to share a conversation. Every corner of the city becomes a stage, adorned with vibrant murals and spontaneous street music. Surrounding the city, the rainforest teems with wildlife, from nimble marmoset monkeys and brightly colored parrots to playful dolphins off the coast, making Rio a unique fusion of natural beauty, rich culture, and urban life. Right now, let's explore Plitvice Lakes National Park in Croatia, a green paradise in the heart of Europe. With a system of 16 large and small lakes naturally connected by countless waterfalls, the park exudes a gentle, graceful beauty while still maintaining a sense of grandeur. Formed over thousands of years through the buildup of calcium deposits in limestone, the lakes are so clear that you can see schools of fish swimming below. Their colors shift with the sunlight, and minerals, sometimes deep blue, other times a mesmerizing emerald green. The park is also home to a variety of wildlife, including brown bears, wolves, and over 160 species of birds that live here year-round. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site in 1979, it's a place where natural landscapes and wildlife coexist in harmony. Surrounding forests are filled with towering pines, sturdy old oaks, and wildflowers like orchids and bluebells lining the loch shores, creating a space that's both peaceful and vibrant. Every step here is not just a journey through stunning scenery, but a return to nature in its purest, most untouched form. Dear viewers, today's journey through the 20 most mysterious wonders of the world has not only opened our eyes to the breathtaking beauty of nature and remarkable cultural heritage, but it also reminds us of the sacred connection between humans and the natural world. These wonders are more than just testaments to time and history. They are gentle reminders of our responsibility to protect and cherish our one and only planet. If you love discovering magical stories and want to join us on more incredible adventures, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. May your spirit of exploration and love for nature always burn bright. Until next time.